So, have you ever seen the grace of a cheerleader at a basketball game when two teams are slugging it out? That's what I wanted to be, a cheerleader. Now I'm an uncheerleader with my mood. I was born in Sheikh Colony. Those of you who are familiar with Gesays might know what the condition is over there. And those of you who don't, well, you are lucky, my friends. So as you can see, I grew up pretty weirdly. My legs have been converted into this mechanical monstrosity. I had a spinal cord injury, and it was kind of eating through my spine like a McDonald's enjoyer. Now, normally that's pretty cool, but my twin didn't really like me, you know how brothers can be. So he started damaging my nerves, and so I was doing a lot of physiotherapy, and I was going through it, and I was dealing with it as the best as I could. So I grew up through my teens with a lot of insecurities, with a lot of self-confident issues. I couldn't really talk to people. I couldn't order food on the phone even. Pizza Hut remembers me, So I just grew up very introverted, and things really suck for introverts. You can't make friends, you can't express yourself without being embarrassed, and you feel the burden of just being watched everywhere, by everyone. Even though it's all in your head, And it was especially worse for me because I was in a wheelchair, so I would be visible in crowds vividly. They used to call me Burger Boy in the streets. They would go, "Hey, look at that burger boy in the wheelchair walking around with this burger." I mean, they didn't really, but I assumed they did. So, as an average consumer, I was buying bananas once at the supermarket where my manager found me, just how Oliver Twist was founded by Mr. Brownlow at the orphanage. And he invited me to try out various sports and, just to see what I like. Enter wheelchair basketball. Oh, I couldn't actually see the ball while it was coming at me. So, enter wheelchair basketball. So basically, I wanted to play a short clip of basketball, but it was some copyright issues with it. So this was my hack. And my job here is to help you find your own hack to become just amazing at life and amazing at everything, So I have 5 simple steps for you. Step 1, find your passion. Something that burns you within, you can do for hours. And step 2, win at it. Just be good at it. Boost your confidence with it, boost your self-esteem, whatever. Step 3, use its foundation and strategies as metaphors for life. For example, I am defending the court and I'm defending my hoop from my opponents. That's how I defended my Christmas gravy from my brothers. But yeah, step 4, take it easy. It's not that serious. Grow step by step and learn from your failures. And step 5, just enjoy life, I really believe that no sport is greater than other, and each deserve their own respect and everything. But for me, wheelchair basketball is without a doubt one of the hardest and most satisfying sports to master. Trust me, bro, my sources are actually Olympic level athletes who told me basketball was cooler than sprints or swimming and jumping. It's physically demanding. You need adaptive techniques and strategies, the teamwork, the intense competition, inclusivity, and the inspiration that it brings to athletes and spectators alike. It is a celebration of the human spirit and a treatment to the boundless potential of individuals, regardless of their physical abilities, because able people can play it too. Do you know how much I train? 9,000 hours a day. That's actually true. As you can tell, it's a very taxing game uh, for the brain and for the body. But I'll tell you what, winning my first tournament changed me completely as a person. The adrenaline rush I felt, the hours of training coming to fruition against a beastly opponent. David versus Goliath? No, it was me versus the Aussies. Shout out to my crocodile people. I remember I couldn't hear anything. The crowd was cheering so loud. The teams were chanting their victory songs, their victory dances. So imagine me, a timid, young, shy person, standing in the middle of it all. It was just, it was just phenomenal. And that was my first step to becoming a new me. That feeling, the absolute hunger it created within me for winning, and finally not being able to be afraid of going after the things I wanted. I started doing interviews. I jumped to doing like opening and closing ceremonies, then doing like event giveaways, and now finally I'm at TED. It's one of the world's most prestigious talks. So throughout my life, I've had the opportunity of meeting some of the most amazing people ever, and just hear all of their inspiring stories, like people before me on TED as well. And it was all because of that one single moment in my life where I risked it all and gave it all within me. Today, I travel the world learning and training with my team against some of the world's best. I came back from China recently. The Asian Games 2023 was being held in Hangzhou. Shout out to anyone who uses WeChat, I guess. But despite the achievements, I have to confess, it's really not easy. But that's what makes it fun. When things are difficult, it's just more amazing when you succeed at it. Maybe you're a fan of chess, or painting, or esports, and video games. Use these as mediums to propel your brain for positivity and self-improvement. My best friend, actually, he's sitting in the audience right now. He plays Counter-Strike, and he always tells me like, oh, how this game helps me think tactically, and like how it helps him gamify his work, and how it helps him complete some of the more difficult tasks. And he's not even good at it. He sucks at the game, but at least he's doing something. So do it slowly, one step at a time. As Sylvester Stallone said in the movie Creed, one small step for man. I think that's the wrong quote. Neil Armstrong said that, yeah. He said, one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. And above all, enjoy these moments. And it's not selfish to enjoy things. It's self-love, to be proud of them. Have ego in the things you worked hard for. Do amazing things, post your stories even if you have no audience. Make TikTok videos just for the thrill of it. It all builds up your passion even more. Share your art, build your confidence, get out of your comfort zone. Work on the slumps of your life and be charismatic. Get your criticism in and get rejected by the girl or the boy you love. Sharing your passion will fuel your future. Create a standard for yourself that makes you happier and that fulfills you every day. It's hard work, of course, but that's what it takes to win in life. And that's what it takes to win your ex-girlfriend back. Whether your passion is going to the gym or even eating things, Burger Boy, remember? Eat the most scrumptious, god diggity dang meal ever. Go to a Michelin star restaurant. Watch them put gold leaves on your cheeseburger. Now that is a real cheeseburger. At least it tasted good. And keep doing that. You know, you deserve to be happy. As a conclusion, I want to present you today with a simple challenge. I want you to embrace a passion that you're already doing or come up with something new, something that you love. Follow your curiosity into it, take it to the highest level you possibly can. Toolify it and bring out your inner confidence, your charisma, your spirit, and celebrate your progress in life through it. Inspire other people with it. Use them as tools for personal growth and self improvement. Our passions can lead to self discovery, empowerment, and a more fulfilling life, 100%. By encouraging all of you to embrace your uniqueness and sharing your passions with the world, breaking barriers and facing challenges, and realizing the full potential that you strive for. All of you are amazing people, and if you ever need a reminder of how awesome you are, just come back and watch this talk again online. I'll be here cheering for you as like the enthusiastic cheerleader I could never be in high school. Because apparently you have to jump to be a cheerleader. The nerve of some people, am I right? So you got this. Thank you, everyone.